What's up, my people? What's good? Once again, welcome to Real Mania Show with Real Man.
Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death. Cause you play a roulette with it.
Real Mania, share story. Real Mania, yo, everybody, go subscribe. I don't have to say much, man. Go subscribe.
Can I see the future, but see profit here? Wait up.
Hey, yo, what's up, my people? What's good? Welcome once again to Real Mania Show. I'm your host, Real Man TMP. yes, it's another beautiful day. Listen, make sure you like, share, subscribe at Real Man TMP on all social media platforms, and on YouTube it's I am Real Man TMP. Okay, we really need your support. And on today's podcast, we have a great one of the great artists. And listen, as you guys know, I don't like to introduce people. I let people introduce themselves. I let my guests introduce themselves, which means that because America right now is crazy. You'll never know what's going on with he, she, him, PTSD. I don't know, man. So that's why I let people introduce themselves. I don't want to go in between. I may say, okay, welcome, sir. And they're like, no, hey, I'm a mom. Welcome, mom. No. I'm a she, him. You know what I mean? So I don't know. So for now, let me go the camera to my guest. What's good, my brother?
What's going on?
I just said my brother. I don't know if you're a brother. You see how confusing this is? I don't know, man.
It's a weird world out there right now. No, hip hop IQ. You can call me IQ.
Yeah,
just
IQ.
Regular guy. So
regular guy.
Just a regular guy.
Hip hop IQ. IQ is good.
IQ is good.
Yeah. So welcome IQ to our podcast. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you. Shout out to TMP Empire, our sponsor, and Red Carpets. And we are here in our studios at TMP Empire Media Studios, and we're so blessed to have one of our director Donaldo behind the camera. Shout out to him, Director Donaldo. And I always have this first question that I do ask people.
Yeah.
It's very simple, and sometimes I'm like, what kind of question is that? And the question is like, who are you?
You know, I'm just a regular guy, like a 40-plus-year-old dude who's been, man, I grew up in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Yeah.
So I was out there, for a long time, moved out to Massachusetts a little over 10 years ago to, get into business, started working out here, and I've just done music for years and years on the side. And just recently made the decision, hey, rather than just recording as a hobby and writing music, ghost writing, let's actually make a run at the business and start something big. So that's what I'm doing here, just kind of launching things and getting the party started with music. So it's fun.
That's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. But why this late? Why now?
When I was younger, I've always been really interested in music. I grew up, in a household where music was always playing. I was into, all the classics, Dr. Dre and Bone Thugs and Harmony, and just immersed myself into all the 90s hip hop. But like, I'm a white kid from the suburbs of Utah. You know what I mean? So like, it was never really somewhere I belonged. But it was something that I was fascinated with. And so getting into the industry, I got married really young. My wife was like, you're not going to be a rapper, like touring around and doing concerts. Like we have a young family. You're going to have a normal job, which made sense, right? Like it didn't make sense for me to pursue rap as a career. But the longer I've gone on, like I still haven't grown out of the phase. Like I still write music. I still am obsessed with hip hop and, rock and roll, metal, like all of it. I'm just really into music. And now that my business is pretty well established, I'm relatively young. Like I still have a lot of time ahead of me. And it's like, if all I do is think about music and write music and I'm obsessed with it anyway, if my business is taking care of itself, why not do what I'm passionate about and lean into it? Like you're never too late to start. So it's like, hey, let's kind of make a shift and get into music while I can. So I'm not a young guy. I'm not 20 years old starting out hip hop. I'm kind of coming at it from a more established angle.
Yes.
I don't care to make millions of dollars or become famous on TikTok or anything like that. But if all I do is write music and think about it anyway, I might as well monetize it and grow that as a business, right?
Of course, yeah. I think we're gonna go back to, because you just said about having a business, because a lot of artists, they forget that for you to make it, you have to be established and have something for yourself, because music is business.
Sure.
And it's a business that you invest without guaranteed of any returns, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that's music. You may put like $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, even $10,000 on a project, but it's not guaranteed that you're gonna make them back, you know.
That's right.
So we're gonna go back and touch into that, but so what do you do as a business?
I've been in sales for 20 years, and so I sold even door to door, all the solar panels, like the solar salespeople you see everywhere. I run the sales team for the big solar companies out here in Massachusetts. So I got into sales for a long time. I'm good with people. And so that business is running really, really strong here in Massachusetts. And it allows me to come, because most people, when they get into hip hop, that is what they want to do. They want to make money so they continue. So they're like starving artists. Yeah, they're really hoping to make it big so they can survive. For me, I'm have the luxury of I'm not desperate for money. I'm not desperate for all that stuff. So I can actually write music that I'm passionate about, not hoping that it makes me tons of money, because I'm already established. And so it's, in the 90s, people wanted a record deal because then they would become established and they could build. Now, you don't need that anymore. You can make money doing whatever you want to do. And if that pays the bills, now you can lean into music on your own terms, which has been really, really kind of empowering for me to hit it from that angle. So I thought it was going to be a weakness starting this late, but it's turning out to be like a real strength.
Listen, this are kind of story that I really love to tell, you know what I mean? Because we don't what I'm trying to do not to be that podcast where it's like you just go to suburb and talk to the people from the suburb, or you go to the ghetto and talk for those kids from the ghetto. No. I believe that everybody has a story, but it depends on how that story has affected you with your own experience. You know what I mean? So we all have different experience of life, and my story seem to be like a crazy story to you, just because you never had the same experience of life that I have. You know what I mean? And yourself, you may tell me your story and I'm like, oh man, what kind of a story is this? But hey, I don't understand your experience, and what make that experience, what's make you to have the kind of experience that you have in your life, to have such story that you have. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So now I'll really try to understand where you came from, how you grew up, like how many your family, like, can we touch a little bit there?
Yeah.
So how many do you grew up with both your parents?
Yeah, both my parents. It was a pretty religious household in Utah. I've got a younger brother and an older sister, so I was kind of the middle child. We weren't super wealthy, and so my dad worked kind of construction jobs, and music was my friend.
So always that kid in the room with posters.
Just laying on my bedroom floor, listening to every CD I could get my hands on. But my family's always been kind of musical in their own different ways, and so I just gravitated towards that. But my upbringing is pretty normal, blue collar America, just kind of doing my thing. And I became more interested in music the older I got. And as I got to, maybe 20 years old, I started to actually record on these little like track recorders before, computer and all that stuff was going. But once I learned to record, it was like, oh wow, now I can produce, I
Yeah.
can like actually rap, or I can play guitar, or I can do all kinds of different things. And it just kind of grew from there.
You record your own music and produce them?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's really good. How was it grow up in your household?
How did I grow up?
Yes,
Or,
like how was it in your household? How was it mentally, you as a person?
you know, I was kind of a loner kid. You know what he means? I didn't have tons and tons of friends and all that. I was into sports a little bit, but music was always there. So my mind always was kind of wrapped around that. My parents were always super supportive. But, you know, Dad was always working just to keep a roof over our heads. And so I just, you know, really leaned into the music side as much as I could and kind of developed a love for it over time.
Can you tell me 3 experience that okay, before I go to that question, because I just remember a question from what you just said. And when did you first discover your passion for music, and what made you pursue it seriously?
You know, a lot of people laugh about it, but back in the 90s, there used to be this business, like a company called Columbia House. And you would mail in something to Columbia House, and they would send you like 10 CDs, and they would charge you like a penny.
Wow.
But it came with a contract that you would buy more CDs from them in the future.
Okay.
And so it was like this little business thing, but I'm, you know, 10 years old. And so I would send in like the postcard, and they'd send me 10 CDs. And then I'd send in another one under a fake name. And they would give me 10 more CDs, and I would make up another name. So I was getting flooded with all this music. And I'm a 10-year-old kid. I don't have a contract to sign all that stuff. So I started to get this huge music collection. And that became, you know, I would just sit there and listen to music in my room. I would read through all of the lyrics. And something about hip hop, like that was right in the time when, you know, Notorious B.I.G. and like Tupac got killed, and, you know, just boom bap hip hop was really growing, and gangster rap and all that. And it was so different from my world that it became like a story that I was involved in. And so now at school, you gravitate toward the other kids that are wearing, you know, a Nas t-shirt. It's like, oh, cool. Like I connect with that. And even though I didn't grow up in the same ghetto type areas a lot of these hip hop guys were rapping about, I could still relate to it. And then the more I got into it, the more I started to listen to it. Eminem comes out, and it's like, oh, this music is coming from the suburbs. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, no way. Like this could actually be something that I could do. And, you know, Linkin Park and a lot of these like other artists start to infuse rock and hip hop. And so for me, like the light bulb clicked where it's like, I enjoy this music, and I'm, you know, pretty musically talented. I can play guitar, and I can sing, and I can, you know, I have rhythm. And so just developing that style and that sound over time really made me feel like, hey, this is something that I can not only enjoy, but I could do. And so I've always, it's kind of a sickness, but I'm the kind of person that thinks he can do anything. And so if someone else is doing it, I'm like, oh, okay, I could do that if I just try. And so I always felt like music is something I could do if I actually wanted to pursue it. So now fast forward to a time when I'm fully available, let's pursue it.
Nice. That's amazing. What is one major challenge you have faced on your journey as an artist that's almost made you quit?
It's, you know, it's a different industry than I thought it was. I mean, just kind of recapping my story a little bit, it was probably 77 days ago. I sat down with my kids, and my, you know, oldest kid challenged me. He's like, hey, you should try to run a marathon. And I was like, dude, I hate to run. Like, that's not something that I would enjoy. I think I could do it, but I don't want to do it. And he's like, well, what do you enjoy? And I was like, well, you know, I like music. And he was like, you should do a marathon for music. And I'm like, dude, what does that even mean? So we started to think about it.
Yeah.
And that's what sparked this whole thing 77 days ago, is I was like, okay, what if for 100 days I trained in music, kind of like a marathon runner? So I wake up every morning and I put like specific effort, and let's have a goal. Instead of running a marathon, it's let's see if I can get on the radio in 100 days, or if I could get a record deal, or some like stretch goal that's ridiculous.
Yes.
And so for the last 77, I'm on day 77 of 100 now.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, every day I wake up and I'll update my social media and say, hey, today is day 77 of trying to get a record deal in 100 days. And so I push with this intention every day, whether it's writing music, recording it, promoting, making connections. But if I'm doing something every day, those efforts will compound. And whether or not I achieve my goal, I mean, it's pretty ridiculous in 100 days. But I'll grow so much from the experience that I'll learn how the industry works, and I'll be way further ahead than if I just casually sat back and tried. So learning how the industry works now, it's been a little discouraging figuring out if you're an independent artist, you have to do everything yourself.
No, you have to
record and write and promote and advertise and make partnerships and network. It's just so much, and I didn't realize how much an independent artist has to do. So that's been a little challenging, where learning all of that, it would be nice to have a label handle everything and have me just write music.
For sure, man.
But that's not how it works anymore.
That's my dream too. I'm looking for, I'm not really looking for a label, but I'm looking for a team, like a manager that, just few people, 3-4 people that you can, because label is like, but if you can find like a few people that believe in you, believe in your music, believe in your story. Because sometimes I always tell people, music goes with a story. You may have good music, got good talent, but if you don't have a story behind that talent, sometimes it's like you're not going to relate to a lot of people. You know what I mean? And if you have just a story and you don't have the talent, and the talent doesn't have to be just singing. No, because right now it's not about how you sing. It's about your creativity behind singing. It's not how you write music. No. It's about the creativity behind your writing. So how do you describe, how do you deal with self-doubt or criticism, especially from people close to you?
I used to be crippled by the idea of like, oh, if I did put out a song, because I've been recording for years, and I was like, well, if I ever put this out, what would my like coworkers think, or my family, or my neighbors? You know what I mean? Here I am, a businessman, and I'm pretty well established, and I'm 40 years old, but I put out a rap song. Like I would,
but that's a good story, man.
Well, it is. Looking at it from inside, that's really cool. But thinking about like my white suburb wife talking to all of her friends,
like you listen to that. That's my husband, like.
Yeah, and they're like, your husband's a rapper? You know what I mean? Like it. So I used to be really nervous about critics and how things were perceived. And I heard a quote probably a month or two ago, and I think about it all the time, is to be, what is it? It's like, to be cringy is to be free. And so like, if you just embrace, be a dork, be cringy, be like, do what, who cares? Like, we're all people, we all have our own experience, and some people, no matter what I do, aren't gonna vibe with it. They won't understand my journey because it's different than theirs.
It's different.
And that's cool. Like it's not a big deal. I do kind of a rap metal or like a new metal hip hop with rock kind of stuff. And there are a lot of true artists that are really into Wu-Tang and like all that stuff. And it's very different than that. And so they feel like I'm disrespectful to the art form and they don't vibe with it. Not a big deal. Like that's totally cool. But I do believe, I mean, there's 9 billion people in the world. There's a lot of people out there that will vibe with whatever I'm doing.
Definitely.
Even if it's not, I'm never going to be as technical as Tech9 or as good of a storyteller as B.I.G. or like, everyone has their own talents. But if I'm just authentic to myself and I do what I'm passionate about, that's great.
In short, what you're trying to say, just be real.
Be
with
authentic.
yourself. Then that's the name of this Real Mania Show. Real Mania Show.
Be
so
real.
Just be real. We keep it real, as we share story and promote talent. So that's what we do here. And yeah, just be you. Because, when you are yourself, it's easy for you to understand your mistake and to really correct yourself. Because you are not trying to be anybody. And when you correct your mistake, you help yourself to grow in a different direction.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Because you are not trying to be anybody. You are yourself, But when you're trying to be somebody else, it's like you are living in someone else's shoes. Right. When your shoes are somewhere else. Of course, maybe you look nice, but they're not yours. When the owner comes, they will take them away. And when you wear yours, you're like, oh, why they're dirty? No. You are cleaning someone else's shoes for this long, but your shoes are dirty somewhere. Right. You know what I mean? Totally. So, yeah. Have you ever had to choose between your dream or real life responsibility?
All the time. All the time, yeah. Like we all have. I've got responsibilities. I have 4 kids.
Yeah.
They're, getting into, some of them are teenagers now. And so my family comes first. Yeah. I've got my responsibilities. My wife wants emotional support.
Yeah.
I still run my business. I'm passionate about music. Like I have to do all these things as like a man and a provider for my home.
Yeah.
And the worst thing I can do is like blame one thing on another or blame, you know what I mean? So it's like my responsibility as a father is to be able to balance all these things well. And if I'm not giving my kids enough time, maybe it's because I'm spending too much time at work or too much time on my passion.
Yes.
So being able to balance those responsibilities, I mean, I'm kind of old school, but that like every man should learn how to balance those things and be sure to provide enough support for everything.
Yeah. So don't be. I always tell men, don't be a gentleman, be a real man.
Yeah.
Because gentlemen, they always end up in confusion, and mix up with and sometimes I feel like most of gentlemen they are people who promise more than what they can deliver because they want to be liked, they want to look cool, they want to be. They want to be that person who, when they walk in the room, everybody's like, they want to be fake. Gentlemen are fake. That's according to me.
Sure, I get you.
Gentlemen are fake, but when you're a real man, it's like whatever you give to your wife, it's what you can offer and what you have balanced with the responsibility that you have in your household. You know what I mean? Yeah. Gentlemen, they are thieves. They will steal from this so that they can give this here 100% and still 100% here, so that so at the end of the day there's no balance.
Balance.
There's no balance. Yes. So how is this so far?
Yeah, no, that's great. That's exactly.
Yeah. And what is the hardest sacrifice you have had to make to keep your dream alive?
I mean, really just attacking this dream like seriously over the last 77 days. Everything before that has been, it's fun to write a song or, oh, I love this beat. Maybe I'll do a little freestyle to it, but I just make music for myself.
Yeah.
The last 77 days, I've had to be very intentional with everything I'm doing. And so it does become, after doing something for 2 weeks, regardless of how passionate you are, it becomes a grind.
Yeah, for sure.
So, any ball player, they might get signed to a, basketball team. They're in the NBA. But after a few weeks, the glitz and glamour wears off and it's a grind. Like you got to go to work, you got to put in the extra effort. And a lot of times it doesn't matter what you feel like doing. You got to do it because you're committed to it. So kind of doing this thing with hip hop, it's forced me into that a little bit where I have to have a schedule. I have to, study, and I have to write when I don't want to write, or if I'm not inspired, and if I want to achieve my goal. And that's the same as business. That's the same,
it's the same as business.
And so a lot of young kids haven't learned that lesson yet. and they don't have maybe the discipline or the fortitude to have that consistency. That's something I've developed, just in my sales career and in my own personal life. And so being able to tap into that and treat hip hop, for the grind that it is, I think is allowing me to learn things really quickly and to get further in a shorter amount of time, just because it's not a talent thing, it's a discipline thing.
This discipline, I like that. Discipline. It's not a talent thing, it's a discipline. That definitely,
For sure.
Because if you just rely on your talent, trust me, there are so many talented people who will never be in your position. You know what I mean? But when you have the discipline and the consistency, everyone keep doing it.
Everyone looks at motivational videos and they're really inspired, and it's like, motivation's great, but it's fleeting. It's like sugar. Like there's no substance to it. Discipline over time, that's what really moves the needle, and it compounds, and you'll get way further just because you have structure and you're consistent.
I think that's what I've learned from my brother. Actually, my business partner, he's my little brother, Donaldo, which is my director. So, like, the way he have grown into the video production from the first time when he started holding the camera, and today I'm like, Holy Ghost. Because I grew up with him and I never seen him like somebody who will do whatever that he's doing right now, you know. And what I've learned is sometimes it's not about the passion. No, it's not about the talent, but it's about the passion and the hard working and the consistency, the discipline, and now the love. Because if you don't love it, trust me, you're gonna do it in a way that is like the way we have the 95 jobs.
9 to 5,
95 jobs, like 9.99% people who does work 90, they don't love it, most of them, you know what I mean? So and sometimes you go to work, you're like, I'm working today again. If it wasn't for the check, I don't know if I could even go to work, you know. But when you do music, I'm here. Sometimes I don't get paid, but I'm here. Sometimes you post a video and you don't even get views, but next time you still do it. You know, same thing over and over because of the passion, the consistency, the discipline, and the vision that you have behind, the project. And on the struggling, I think I have the last question before we go to this segment called music journey, because I want to tap into the music journey. Let's just go to the music journey. What is one song you have created that means the most to you, and why?
I've written so many songs in the last 20 years. And the fun thing is, most of it, like, nobody will hear them but me. So it's like I've spent a lot of time. When I turned 40, which was 2 years ago, I was kind of going through this midlife crisis. Like, okay, what am I doing with my life? Whatever. So I decided, okay, I'm going to record. I'm going to do like a 40-year-old midlife crisis on my own terms. So I'm going to make an album. And every song is going to be a different part of my life. So the first song might be, when I was a kid, the environment I grew up in. The next song might be my struggles in adolescence and learning, to make friends and all that stuff. And then it became kind of like a journal entry of 20 songs that if you listen to it from start to finish, it is my life.
It's your life.
That was a really fun project.
So when are you gonna drop the album?
I mean, I recorded it, but I recorded it to beats that weren't licensed, and you know what I mean. It's like, it's kind of, I could put it out, on YouTube or something like that, if anyone cared to hear it. Maybe as I grow, some people might care. Right now, it's just a great therapeutic thing that I've done.
For yourself.
I really loved.
Have you ever thought of like creating a recording label or a music management? Because everything that you are telling me is like, okay, I think because music, especially entertainment, is not about you be the singer. Sometimes it's about you be around music and doing something that goes with music, and now have the vision to help somebody else to make money from it. You know, if you have the passion for it, and you have the knowledge for it, you have the means to do it, why don't you sign somebody else and make money from it? Have you ever thought of something like that?
It's definitely something I'm considering more and more, especially as I'm learning about how the business works, social media, apparel, like all that kind of stuff, building a brand. There's a lot in there that is very similar to any other business. So if a business mind steps in and understands like what that growth looks like, how to get a return on your investment, how to not over leverage yourself, there's a lot of lessons in there that I think I potentially could run a label. I know how much work it's going to be. And so, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, let me figure out the artist side first. But yeah, that's definitely on the table.
So I have an idea. I don't know why this just came to me.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I'm selling myself right now or live. So I have an idea. Because I was going through, because every time I have a guest, I have to go through their stuff and trying to understand them and all that. And everything that I saw from you was like, this is like an executive music or a manager or a recording label president or something. You know what I mean? So I saw like somebody who really loves music, not just as a musician, but somebody who like have love for music, for the arts, and maybe this is what we can do. How about, because I have a project, we try to work on my project together. You know what I mean? As I just, how can I call it? With whatever that we're talking about, you know what I mean? Because sometimes we say I can do it, until you start doing it and you're like, oh, okay, oh, this is my strength. Oh, next time if it's possible, I can do this, I can do that, So maybe we can try to work on my EP.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Let's
try to work on my EP. We can sit down, have a meeting, and because me, I'm really good. Like for me, I'm already established a little bit. And I'm that artist that I've already know myself. I know where I am, where I came from, where I am, and where I'm going. So, it's easy. Because I've already like right now I have like 2 albums in the house. Anytime I can drop, at least 2 albums of 12 or 15 songs, I've already have I have 10 music videos,
right?
In the house already, so there's so much that I'm working on a bigger album for the past 6 years, and I'm still working on it. But right now I want to drop the EP first. It's called Real Mania EP. Then after dropping the EP, maybe next year, that's when I'm gonna drop the album. But I'm going to Africa, because Africa, that's where the business right now. Afrobeat is selling.
Is it?
Afrobeat. You should look at it. Afrobeat, hip hop. But right now, what is selling right now is how Afrobeat. So Afrobeat is selling. Everybody is doing Afrobeats. Even rappers right now, they're doing Afrobeat. Is the new rhythm. You remember the rhythm, the how do you call it, the dancehall? You remember, the dancehall of 15 years ago. Dancehall was everything, in the club, So right now is the Afrobeat. So maybe behind the camera let's look into it, man. We'll talk about it.
I like it.
Now let me say, from where you are, right? How do you define your style or your sound as an artist, as a rapper, or
So I'm stuck between two worlds, actually. I grew up in Metallica era and hard metal kind of stuff, and so I love rock. But rock music is almost dead right now. Like, it's just not like it used to be. But I also love hip hop so much, and my style of music, or like hip hop, is more lyrical. So I really love storytelling and Jadakiss kind of bars and similes and metaphors, and really getting deep into music. So much so, my name, Hip Hop IQ, it's like just appreciation and a knowledge for the art that is music. I don't like the club beats and the trap music and the auto tuning, and I understand some people vibe with club kind of stuff. For me, I like the content.
You know why? Because that's what sells.
Yeah.
They that's what sells. Like, in the club, nobody really plays, like, no. Right. When people are chilling, and that's what I always tell people. I'm like, listen, Eminem is a good rapper, he's a great rapper, but nobody listens to Eminem in the club.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's a different type of music.
And that's true, because I've been here for the past 10 years. I've been to so many clubs, and I never heard any what's his name again, Donald? Eminem song.
Yep.
Never heard it.
It's a different style of music. Like, you got party tracks and you have that kind of stuff. For me, I really like the technical side of the lyricism. So if I can infuse that type of lyricism with rock, that's my style. And they used to call that nu metal. Linkin Park and Limp Bizkit and a lot of these old, even Korn and some of the stuff like that was that style. But that went out. I mean, it wasn't popular after 2006. And so I'm kind of bringing that back a little bit, with more lyricism and a little more hip hop focus. So I even have big collaborations. I've been reaching out to major artists, just to say, hey, let's get you guys on a track with me.
Like, who that you trying to...
So my first single I put out here on Tuesday. It's called Going Nowhere, and I got Bizarre from D12.
Oh, okay.
So D12 sold millions of records in the 2000s. Eminem's big group from Detroit. I got Bizarre on that track, and the whole concept behind it was like, hey, let's get an established rapper on a rock song.
Wow.
And so it worked really, really well, and it popped off. So it's a really cool track. I've got another song with I don't know if you know King Crooked.
I know
Crooked Eye. So he's one of my favorite lyricists of all time, just because his work with Slaughterhouse and back with Death Row Records in the 90s. He is like the pinnacle of lyricism for me. And so reaching out to him, the fact that he was responsive and he got on a track with me that is so good. Like, I'm going to release that in about 2 weeks, and it's incredible. So I'm getting established hip hop artists on this like nu metal rock type style I have gives me a little more credibility, but it also opens things up like, hey, this could be its own lane that's respected by these big hip hop artists. And if anyone connects with this type of music, because I know I do, you're welcome here.
Whew. Listen, guys, you better stay until the end, because our brother will perform. So which song are you going to perform? The one that you just released?
I'd probably do the one with Crooked Eye.
The
one I'm going to release in 2 weeks.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, yes. That will be amazing. And so who are your top 5 of all time?
Oh man,
rappers.
Yeah, top 5 of all time. We're gonna go Eminem and Bone Thugs and Harmony are like top tier for me. I've always loved everything those guys do. I'll listen to it all the way. I mean, Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac have got to be up there. Other than that, maybe Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park. I really, really like Mike Shinoda's lyricism and stuff as well. But there's so many good ones that do things differently.
Those ones are great. You tap into greatness. What about of this generation?
Of this generation right now, I really like JID. Like Jid's new album is really, really good. Joyner Lucas is fantastic.
From us, so he's our boy from here.
Yeah, from Worcester. He's a stud.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Knows it. But again, it's lyricism.
Yeah.
Right? So there's a lot of stuff like that's going on. Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
I guess he's been around for 10, 15 years, but he's doing his thing, his own like southern hip hop kind of stuff. You know, those are probably my top new guys, but even with the internet now, you can listen. If I loved late 80s music, I could forever listen to it, and all music is available where I could stay in that decade my entire life and still be finding new songs. So, you know, there's just so much hip hop out there. It's hard to just choose favorites.
Yeah, nice. Pac or Biggie?
I'm going to go Tupac.
Tupac. Kendrick or Drake?
Kendrick. Yeah, 100 times over. Drake's good. He's got some good feel-good songs, but he's no lyricist. Like
50 Cent or Ja Rule?
50.
50.
Yeah.
So I'm going to West Coast right now.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg or Ice Cube?
I'm going to say Ice Cube. Snoop Dogg is a businessman, and I still listen to Snoop stuff, but Ice Cube's, especially early Ice Cube, man, he was a problem.
Yeah. Miss Elliott or Eve?
Missy.
Yeah. Shout out to Missy.
I love Eve though. Eve is great.
Eve, she. Oh. So Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
Nicki Minaj. Dude, her verse on Monster made me fall in love with her from the moment I heard it. Like all of her, like, you know, sexy stuff and all that, whatever, but like her lyricism on Monster.
She can really like
she's good.
She can rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she's even better than some male rappers out there, man. Like she's really good. If she decide to take, you know, the whatever and just go buzz to buzz, she can really rap because she has great songs.
It's not cool for me to say I'm a Nicki Minaj fan, but I am, man. Like she hits hard.
Bro, come on. Like who is not? Who of this generation? Who is not?
Yeah.
Because she's the best female ever done it.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Yeah, she's one of the best ever done it. And she's still doing it. You know, like you know, she's still doing it. So what's his name again? Let me see. Jay-Z?
Yep.
Ye?
Jay.
Kanye West?
Easy. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Kanye's cool.
Yeah.
But he's a producer for me. Like everyone's into his rap, and his rap is like okay. Yeah. He's a great producer, great song maker.
Yeah.
But Jay-Z, he's definitely up there for me.
I think Kanye is one of the best. He's a genius.
He is.
Like ever lived. Like when it comes to musically, because Jay-Z is a great rapper,
right,
businessman and all that. But I think Kanye West is a genius.
He is a genius.
He's a music
song
genius.
maker. Like he's just so good. I agree.
He's like God of music, bro. Like this guy can create music that you're like, oh my God, this guy he's God, bro.
It's very,
you know, like
he pushes boundaries really well. He's so creative. So I agree.
He's trust me, he's one of my favorite because I love people who are real and who are different. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. I love people who dare, and this guy does too. He does things that you're like, oh my God,
100%.
You know, so he lives in a different time. Like I think this guy he's not a human being, man.
It's like if you listen to it, like my style is more lyricism. right? And so if you're
Yeah.
looking at breaking down lyrics and storytelling and having like double entendres
Yeah.
and stuff like that,
Yeah.
that's Jay-Z's lane.
Yeah.
If you're
he's-
looking at song making,
Song.
like Watch the Throne was fantastic, not because of
Yeah.
Jay-Z,
Yeah.
but because Kanye.
Kanye,
He really is a great song maker. So I have no problem with someone who picks Kanye.
Man, I love this guy brain, man. Like his creativity is like on a different level, you know. Can you list for me 5 favorite white rappers?
5 favorite white rappers.
White rappers.
Okay, let's do it.
I don't know if that exists white rappers. I don't know. Maybe I
there's a
just
lot.
made-
There's a lot out
5
there.
favorite.
Let's go. I mean, Eminem number 1 for
Yeah,
sure.
of course. Of all time.
Number 2 for me is Mike Shinoda. He's really good up
Yeah.
there. I'm gonna go other white rappers.
Logic.
Does he count? He's half and half.
Logic is white, right?
He's half white, half black.
Oh, really?
He looks really white.
He looks
but
really, and the way he holds it, he looks like, he looks
Yeah.
so white.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Yellow Wolf, I'd put up
Yellow
there.
Wolf, yes,
Um,
yes.
Other than that, let's go. There's some new guys that I really love.
yeah.
Gone
Gone, yes.
is really good right now. He's fantastic.
Oh,
He's like a speed chopper rapper
Yeah.
right now. And he's got all kinds of stuff all over the internet. That's
MGK?
really good.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly is good. I don't love him.
Yeah.
He's
He
talented.
used to be good, like in terms of rap, because I don't know what he does
agree.
right now. You know.
Now he's into that pop punk kind of stuff,
Yeah.
which my wife loves, like Blink 182
Yeah.
and like all that stuff.
Yeah.
So we actually listen to MGK in
Yeah,
my house.
okay. Yeah.
But as far as like best white
Best
rappers,
rap-
he's not up there
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, can I go Beastie Boys?
Yes, but
They count?
there's another one. This guy, he's a patriot. What's his name again?
Mac Miller, Macklemore.
The one that died? No, not Mac Mill. Yes, he was good, Mac Mill.
Yeah,
He was white or because
Mac Miller. I mean, he's on a lot of white lists.
yeah, he's on the. Oh, okay. No, there's this guy. He's a patriot. Like he sing about America.
Oh yeah.
McDonald, Mac something.
Tom McDonald.
Yes, Tom.
Tom
Oh
McDonald.
man, that guy. He's one of my favorite, bro.
He creates music for his brand of people. So if you're that patriot, MAGA style, he's very much on that
But he
side.
it's hip hop.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
rap.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's-
mean?
he's-
like,
And again, a lot of people like they judge from the outside where they're like, "Oh, he's on that other side of the lane, so I hate him. He
Yeah.
sucks." For me, like
but in
you
terms
got to
of
respect the
art,
talent.
Yes,
he's
the
good.
talent is there, man. He's amazing.
And I almost hate telling people this, but like, do you ever listen to Insane Clown Posse or ICP?
Yeah.
They have, so it's like not accepted in the
Yeah,
rap
yeah,
community
they rap
at all.
it,
It's
yeah.
juggalo rap.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's for strange people.
Yeah.
But they've built this brand and this community
Yeah.
that this like juggalo community is it's like its own thing, and I
Yeah.
respect it. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy what these guys have been able to do with that brand. That even though it's not my favorite hip hop, like you got to tip your cap to it because
Yeah.
it's impressive.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I always tell people that we have to now learn how to separate the talent and the person. You know what I mean? Because people always focus on the talent. They forget the person, or focus on the person and they forget the talent.
Yeah.
When you dope out there, people they don't care about your personal life. But when you do a mistake, that's when people they're like, oh, let's go with the person. Now we're gonna charge your music because of what you did as a person. You know what I mean? Like people like R. Kelly. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
people they thought this guy is a god of R&B, but like come on,
Yep.
But just because of his personal life, it's like no. These guys has talent, and when we talk about art,
Yeah, that's a tough balance too.
there's
because
no color, man.
I grew
Talent
up-
has no color.
I grew up listening to like the Bad Boy records
Yes,
and all that
yes.
stuff, and I loved so much like Puff Daddy stuff and Notorious B.I.G. and all that, and all of a sudden all this personal stuff comes out, and it's like,
and people
oh,
they're like,
dang.
oh, this is
Like, can I not listen to that anymore? Like, so yeah, that's tough balance.
Yeah, nice. Wow. reality, right? We want to go with because we're almost at the end.
Sure.
And we have another segment called answer, drink, or lemon.
Okay.
So we have like question that we're gonna ask you, maybe 2-3 questions. You either can answer the question, or you can drink, or you can take a lemon if you don't drink.
I don't drink, so
Yeah, you
lemon
don't
it should be.
drink.
Yeah.
So lemon.
Yeah.
And today we don't have lemon. So the only days
I lucked out.
the only day that we don't have lemon, we just forget the lemon, and that's the day that, because most of the time we're like, we don't need lemon. Everybody comes here, they drink.
Dude, that's another thing that's been a challenge for me. So I don't know if you know much about Utah. Like it's kind of a Mormon religious culture.
Yeah.
And so I came from that. And so now not only am I like in rap, in hip hop, but I'm old, I'm married, I'm a family man. I don't drink. I don't, even in my music, I don't curse at all.
That's good.
And so I'm working with like these major artists, and I have to tell them, I'm like, hey, my songs don't swear, so give me 16 bars
with no
with
no
clean
N-word, with no this, with no
so it's like I am in this small area of hip hop that doesn't exist at all. That everyone's telling me, hey, you won't make it because
I think
you don't hit these
exist.
boxes.
It does exist, but it's not. Nobody really. It's not popular.
Yeah,
it's not something that it's just like I normally call that real hip hop. Because all these other hip hop, like there are people who they can even rap like say 3 words without the N word.
Sure.
The N word, N word, and then the N word, and I'm like, so you don't have any other word than N word?
And it's a lot of people, that's their culture, and it's like that's how they speak, and that's how they see the world, and it's
the music now is like and thank God, because gangster music is dying. And I be praying for that, man. This gangster music, this I don't know how they are unalive. Everybody wanna glorify this kind of lifestyle. I think now it's going to a place where nobody really cares about it.
It's I love storytelling.
Yeah.
And so when I'm listening to gangster like NWA or something, I love the storytelling, even though it's not my story.
Yeah.
But Eminem did the same thing. It's like trailer park storytelling. I didn't grow up in there either, but I can feel the story. So like gangster music, if it comes with a story about you that's authentic or whatever, I'm all about it. I have a different story, and if I do storytelling rap, it might not connect with everybody, but hopefully you feel it.
Yeah. But this generation, most of them, they are not from that world.
True.
You know what I mean? Like everybody wanna fake it.
Right.
And that's why I feel like they are dying like flies, man. Like it's every year there's somebody who that, and we need to stop crying, because the more we always cry on their funerals and glorify their stupidity, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And glorify their downfall. So we cry on their funerals, but glorify their downfall.
Right.
Yeah, man. This is so amazing. It's a great interview, because myself, I'm like
different than you thought it was going to be. Did I bring some originality here?
Some originality that I'm like, okay, now at least you just added something on the show, which I was telling my brother, I'm like, listen, I don't want this place to be just a place where people comes with crazy story only. We want people who will come and say, hey, by the way, I'm not from the ghetto, but I'm doing this arts.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm not a black person, but I'm doing this art. I'm not a white person, but I'm doing this kind of music. Sure. I'm not. I have kind of music that I'm not from the ghetto, or I'm from the ghetto, but I do music that you don't have to cuss.
Again, just be authentic. Tell your story. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, this is amazing. And how are you feeling so far with?
I think it's great. Yeah, no, it's been great. I love it.
And the first time doing something like this, or?
I've done a couple of like radio shows or a little bit of podcasting, but I'm still really early, so this is an early one for sure.
Okay, that's really nice. Donaldo, do you have anything in mind? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, so I would like you, because hey, what's up my people, what's good? Welcome once again to Real Mania Show. I'm your host, Real Mania MP. Yes, make sure you like, share, subscribe at Real Mania MP on all social media platform, and on my YouTube channel it's I am Real Mania MP. So IQ, can you tell people how they can follow you, where your social media, just tell them where they can find you.
Sure. Hip Hop IQ if you're looking on Instagram, or you're looking on TikTok, just Hip Hop IQ. My YouTube page is popping off. It's pretty good. Yeah. But then all streaming platforms. Hip Hop IQ, you'll see the like brain kind of logo on here. But yeah, I can be found pretty much anywhere you're looking. So
that's a brain with
a microphone down there,
and some and
just my glasses.
Yeah, with your glasses. Oh, okay.
Dude, I'm a nerd.
It's good to be a nerd with money, not a nerd with no cash.
If I'm going to nerd out on something, it's going to be hip hop. So I actually, right now, I've got videos on like Instagram and on TikTok that are getting millions of views. Like it's gone crazy viral. Where I'm in the car with my kids, and I'm just talking to them about like, oh, this was actually like B.I.G. and Tupac were beefing, and this is what was going on there. And like I talked to them about hip hop, and of course they like roll their eyes and they're not interested in like their dad's music. But like everybody is sharing and liking this stuff because we all like love our music so much. We want to pass it to our kids. And it becomes like a form of education, or like music appreciation is just sharing our love for the art of it. So it's kind of fun.
That's so amazing. Thank you again for coming. And so if you could speak to the young artists who are just getting started, what will you tell them?
I mean, roll up your sleeves and get to work. Like, this isn't an industry that comes easy, and it's not by luck either. It's not like, hey, hopefully I get discovered, or it's a roll of the dice kind of thing. Make a plan, set a goal, and just like working out, like good physical fitness doesn't just happen by accident. It doesn't matter what your genes are. It doesn't matter what your story is. The people that discipline themselves to a specific act, they're intaking in their body what they actually need, they're going to be beasts.
Definitely.
But over time. And the music industry is the same thing. If you're young and upcoming, you want to be successful in the music industry, awesome. Like identify what builds success and just shut up and get to work.
What is the realest advice someone ever gave you in this journey?
Probably, I mentioned that I was working with King Crooked. This guy's gotten on the phone with me several times, and I just pick his brain. Where I'm like, okay, if you're me, what's your next move? Or what would you do? Or how do you build an audience? And he was the one that was encouraging me not to try to placate to what people want to see, but just to be authentic and to stay in my lane and do what I'm passionate about. And that passion and charisma and like I get excited when I talk about what I'm doing, that comes through and people will start to gravitate towards it. So instead of trying to placate to what I think others want, just really be passionate about what I'm doing and stay true to that. Again, just being authentic, and that will get you those same results, even more so. So just don't fake it.
Because you're already so solid to me. Now I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Why do you keep going even when things get hard?
Just because I love it. I love it. I've made no money. You know what I mean? I haven't gotten famous or any of this kind of stuff, but if I can have conversations about hip hop, if I can share my music, if I can help somebody out at the same time, if I'm passionate about it, that just keeps me going. I enjoy doing it. I don't need, to tour. I don't need all the girls and all that kind of stuff. It's just what I enjoy doing.
Oh. Thank you so much for coming. It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
This was amazing. I really enjoy it. And guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe at Real Mania TMP on all social media platforms, and on YouTube it's I am Real Mania TMP. We're gonna start going live every Saturday on Twitch, and Sunday eventually, but for now every Saturday on Twitch. And yes, I have a good news, guys. My new EP is coming soon. I have a new EP coming soon. It's called Real Mania EP. Okay, so Real Mania EP is coming very soon, and the new track that we're gonna drop, I think next week, it's a track called Mina Weza. Yes, I can. Okay, so it's an Afrobeat, a piano type song. We already have a music video for it, guys. Don't worry. I told you, I promise you guys that every time I drop a song, I have to audio. It has to come with a video. And thanks to Director Donaldo, we're gonna make it happen. And until next time, see you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and follow me as I'm converting my dream to reality. Real Mania Show. What's up, my people? What's good? Once again, welcome to Real Mania Show with Real Man.
Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death. Cause you play a roulette with
Real Mania. Share story. Real Mania. Yo, everybody, go subscribe. I don't have to say much, man. Go subscribe.
Tell her, can I see the future, but see profit here? Wait up.